Hi YouTube, my name is Ashley and I'm a 28-year-old from Pennsylvania. Pretty much here to share my story with you. I want to help just one person. If my story could help more than one person, I would be happy. But if it can at least help save the life of one person, I would be so happy and everything I went through would be so worth it. I have struggled with drug addiction, low self-esteem, depression. I have been in an abusive relationship. So I'm going to touch on each one of those subjects as, you know, as my videos keep, being posted and stuff. The first subject that I want to touch on is addiction, only because it is becoming such an epidemic. Um, every day I'm seeing more and more people and young people dying from overdoses. Personally, my drug of choice were opiates, heroin, pills. However, um, I did not just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to stick a needle in my arm. I want to be a junkie. That's not how it went. It started, I had gotten a surgery and I was prescribed Percocet. Um, the doctor didn't have an issue writing me the script for about 3 months. You know, everything was well, and then once I was better, the doctor stopped writing me scripts, and the medicine stopped coming. And I knew I realized that something wasn't right with me. Like, I didn't have energy, I was sick, I was hot, I was cold, I was throwing up, I had diarrhea. I mean, it was like the flu times a million. You know what I'm saying? I was so sick. And at the time, I didn't realize that I was going through withdrawal, opiate withdrawal. The doctor did not explain this to me, that this was going to happen to me. He did not explain that I was going to become physically addicted to opiates. So, with that being said, I realized that once I got more of a pill, all that bad stuff went away. All that yucky stuff went away. Um, I had already suffered from depression and stuff my whole life. So whenever I took these pills, now it was to the point where, hey, I was the life of the party. I was that cool person, I was that confident person. If I only knew what I was getting myself into, if I only knew, I would never have taken that first pill. If I only knew that my life was getting ready to be destroyed, I would not have picked up that first pill. And I'm sure that's how many of you out there feel. Soon after, maybe about a year after doing pills, I could no longer afford it, and they were coming harder and harder to find. So I was introduced to heroin. The first time I ever tried heroin, I thought I was in love. Like that. Whoa, it just blew me away. Um, Boy, I was going to live to regret that. Um, I lost so much behind using heroin. I lost friendships. I lost so many friends uh, from dying from overdoses using heroin. Um, I mean, it's an epidemic right now, and I feel like, it's sad. I went to rehab about 5 or 6 times. Yeah, 5 or 6 times. And the last time I finally got it, I still had some slips here and there, but eventually I was on a solid, solid lifestyle. God, for me, was what brought me through. Going to church, having people pray for me, having a praying family, praying myself. Um, that is what brought me through. I mean, there were many a times when I felt like ending it all. I was dope sick. I was depressed. I had nothing. I had, withered down to about 115 pounds probably. Um, I mean, I was nothing. I had gotten down to nothing. Um, Heroin is, it leads nowhere. It only leads to jails, institutions, and death. Um, December 2nd, 2010, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I received a phone call, and in this phone call, it was the hospital. And they said, I needed to come up to the hospital. My mother had been brought up there. They didn't give me any information, but they told me that I needed to get up there. Now, my mother, her whole life, she had been clean for 21 years. She received gastric bypass surgery and was prescribed, I believe they were painkillers. She was prescribed Opiana, that's what it was. Um, Soon after, she became addicted too, and she became addicted bad. She didn't do it on purpose. It's not like she was seeking a high or anything at first, but her body became physically dependent upon it. And, I'm just going to put this out there. It all starts with these doctors and giving out painkillers like it's candy. And that's just how I feel about it. I feel like they turn people into junkies and then they treat you horribly, horribly. But they're the ones that turned you into the junkie. Anyhow, so I get up to the hospital and they explain to me, your mother has overdosed tonight. And they said, but she was brought back to life on the way to the hospital. So I'm like, okay, well, can I go see her now? I want to make sure she's all right. They proceeded to tell me that on the way to the hospital, they brought her back, but she died again, and she didn't make it. My mother was 44 years old. She was a healthy woman. She was a good person, and opiates took her life. It took her life. Like, this is no joke. This drug is out to kill you. Um, and I'm not just, saying about opiates. I mean, whatever it is that you're struggling with, whether it be alcohol, whether it be crack, whether it be cocaine, whether it be opiates, all drugs are bad for you. They're out to kill you and destroy you. And it took me a long time to realize this. Me using drugs led me to do things that I thought I would never do. It turned me into a whole different person that I didn't even know. Like, I had no idea who I was. I stole. I lied a lot to, get what I wanted. It just turned me into a bad person. And too many people turn their backs on drug addiction, and they look at you like, you're nobody, you're the scum of the earth. but that's not true. Drug addiction is just like diabetes. It's just like cancer. It is a disease and it needs to be addressed. These people need help. Like, I was fortunate enough to be able to go to rehab, but there's so many people that don't have insurance and can't afford it. I think something needs to be done. People, like, we need to help. Something needs to be done. But I just want to let you guys know, like, right now, if you're struggling right now, go get help. You know, you have to want this yourself. You have to want it deep down in here, in your heart. You have to want it. You can't do it for anybody else. You can't do it for your kids, your parents, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, wife, brother, sister. You have to do it for yourself. And when I realized that is when I started taking it seriously. Well, I have to go right now, but I have a lot more to say on these topics. I'm here to help. I want you guys, if you just want to talk or if you just need someone to talk to, you can hit me up. Like, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to look down on you. I've been there. I've been there, that person with that needle in my arm or trying to figure out where am I going to get my next fix from. I've been there. So I just want to help you, whether you're still using, whether you're struggling, just anything. Like, I'm available, I'm here, leave me a message. I will get back to you. I'm here to help. I'm very down to earth. I'm here and I'm willing and I'm ready and I want to help. So you let me know what I can do to help you and I'm there. But I just want you to know that there is hope. So don't give up on yourself. There's hope. Look at me. I was like the biggest junkie here. I've been talked about and disgraced and everything else, but I'm clean now and it feels really, really, really good. And you can do it too. I promise you can. There is hope. There's hope. There's hope. Don't give up on yourself. Please don't. Um, I will be back again with another post. I really hope that what I said today helped somebody. I'm going to get more in depth and more up close and personal with my future posts. So believe that. I'm not embarrassed of who I am or where I came from. I'm just here to help. So, if you have anything you want to talk about, or even if you have a loved one that's struggling with addiction right now, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can help. I'll try to help the best way I can. Okay? Till next time. Smooches.